5 signs you are a seer. First Chronicles chapter 29 verse 29. The Bible tells us about Samuel the seer, Nathan the prophet, Gad the seer. And there's a reason why the Bible is putting a thin line between a prophet and a seer. And that's because a prophet is a nabai. A nabai hears to see, while a seer is a kozei. A kozei sees in order to hear. In the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 1, Habakkuk says, I, as a watchman, will see what the Lord will say. Meaning Habakkuk was in the seer dimension. A prophet hears the truth. A seer sees the truth. But both of them are truth bearers. Sign number 1, that you are a seer. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a major sign, is that you are highly visual. What that means is you can't help but see. You are somebody who will see things either through dreams, visions, or even through symbols. And sometimes you can see things through images. The Bible says in the book of Jeremiah 1, God said to Jeremiah, what do you see? He said, I see an almond tree. And God said, you have seen well, for this is my word that I'm about to perform. You are somebody who can't help but sees. Sign number 2, you will have what we call prophetic mental impressions. This is where you see things with the eyes of your mind. For an example, you can be thinking about somebody, and the next thing they call you, the next thing they text you, or even hear that something happened to that person, either good or bad. It doesn't matter. The fact is, you saw it. It was dropped in your spirit. You can be thinking about somebody, and the next thing you see that person, and you go like, I was just thinking about you. It's because you have a gift. You are a seer. I'll give another example. You can be looking at your phone and knowing without anybody telling you that your phone is about to ring. And the next thing, your phone rings. Daniel, in the book of Daniel chapter 7, he's saying things like, the visions of my mind, they troubled me. You see things with the eyes of your mind. Sign number 3, you are always compelled to pray. You are an intercessor. And that's because every seer is an intercessor. But not every intercessor is a seer. You have an unction for prayer. And that's because you have come to an understanding that whenever God reveals something to you, he reveals in order to redeem. God is not revealing it unto you to satisfy your curiosity. Remember, God is not a gossiper. You have come to an understanding, to a level of maturity, that whenever God is revealing something to you, it's because you are either part of the problem or part of the solution. What I love about this sign is that you can have the first and the second sign, but if you don't have this one, you can always ask God to give you the unction for prayer. Sign number 4, recognition. And of course, you know it as deja vu. Whenever we are talking about deja vu, we are talking about a moment that is happening in the present, and you feel like you have seen this event before. And as you try and follow, all of a sudden, it vanishes or it disappears. And that is because your spirit was able to download half of the event. Your spirit picked it up in the realms of the spirit, but you are not able to get the full thing because you do not have a strong spirit. Luke 1 verse 80 says, John waxed strong in spirit. He grew strong in spirit. And for you to have a strong spirit or to grow strong in the spirit, you need to do 2 things. You need to spend more time in prayer and more time in the word. Sign number 5, and this one is my favorite. You can easily access the realm of dreams. You are somebody who will have a series of dreams. What that means is you will wake up and realize you have had 8 to 10 dreams. That some of the dreams you can't remember. Listen, this does not just happen to everyone, but it happens to only seers. But the most important thing here is that those dreams, most of them, they come to pass. As I said earlier, that whenever God reveals, he reveals to redeem, not for entertainment. And the reason why God is showing you what he is showing you is because of 4 things. Number 1, to warn people. Number 2, to stop it. Number 3, to change it. And if you can't change it, to minimize it. And people who will often have series of dreams will wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. It is never a coincidence. You are a seer. I know somebody will say, but I'm waking up between that time so that I can use the restroom. Listen, it is a prophetic problem for a prophetic manifestation. Why didn't you wake up at 1 a.m., at 2 a.m.? Why are you always waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m.? And that's because that time is considered prophetic hours. So if you are somebody who has the signs that I mentioned and you do not know what to do, leave a comment and I will see how I can help. Acts 2 verse 17. In the last days I shall pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Your sons and daughters, they shall prophesy. Your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams.